Hey, besties. Let's throw some shade, honey. You ready to get into it? Girl, Will did found Courtney. She is trying to figure out how he ends up on the front door of where she's staying. He gonna get her put out. He gonna get her put out. Child, and I don't even know what's going on with Daniel. Just break up already. And Letitia, if you don't get you some self esteem, you might as well go on and just send Keith on over here, honey. Okay? Welcome, besties. You are now behind the shade, and thanks for joining me. I recap your favorite reality shows weekly. Now, honey, let's kiki and haha and get into another episode. It's Life After Lockup, Season 6, Episode 15, Caught in a Lie. Who was caught in a lie? Keith DeModric. Uh, who else? Maybe JK. So just about everybody. Besties, how would you rate this week's episode? For me, I'm giving it a 10, honey. We got fighting. We got baby hair on the eyebrow. Hey, Kiana. We got vengeance. We got men expressing their emotions. I'm giving it a 10. It's a 10. Besties, you drop down in the comments and let me know what you thought about this week's episode. And please like my video. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe to my channel. We have fun here. Kiki, we ha ha, and keep on going, okay? And make sure your notification bell is on. That way you'll know each and every time I post my content. Now let's go on over here to Arizona. We're going to deal with Daniel and Bianca. So Daniel is at the bar with these so-called friends that are egging him on to drink. It's the man thing to do. Don't worry, your girl's stressing you out. Here, have some liquor, have some beer, take 2 shots of tequila. Don't forget to squeeze the lime. I mean, let's do it. I mean, really, guys, do you guys know his history? I'm sure he's told you. So Daniel says he hasn't had a drink in 5 years. So he orders a Long Island iced tea. But he told Bianca he had 2 beers. Okay. So these so-called friends say, "Oh man, you're just gonna have one drink today, or just drink today. It's not like you're gonna drink tomorrow. You'll still be, fighting your sobriety. You won't be an alcoholic anymore. You'll just drink today, and that's it." I'm like, well, Daniel hasn't told you guys the truth. His celebration from that Warren or whatever he had, and the other when he went to court 4 hours away, he got off pretty easy. So they feel like, no, it's cool to celebrate, don't trip. But they're unaware that he had drinks before. He's been drinking, he's been slipping up. So child, Daniel didn't go home last night and he has not been answering Bianca's calls. And she's been blowing up his phone, okay? So they all teasing him to my, but she the reason why you drinking. So honey, Bianca has his location on. She pops up at the bar and she's like, "Hey, what's up? Oh, you're drinking?" He had just finished drinking a shot. And he was like, "Yeah, just one." And she's like, she's the dark storm on a sunny day. Soon as she come, all the friends are quiet. That one that eggs him on is just looking. Everybody else is like, "Oh boy." So she tells Daniel that she's shocked he's drinking. And he was like, "Well, yeah. Well, how many have you had?" "Oh, I just took another shot, 2 shots, 2 beers." She was like, "Where you been?" "I just needed some space." Um, so y'all okay with him drinking? You know he's an alcoholic. It's like, girl, you are too. So Daniel corrects her. He was like, no, I'm a addicted to substance addict. It was like, oh dang, that don't make it no better. And I'm like, Bianca, you still like this guy? Like, girl, I'm not about to be sitting here with somebody who's defending what he is attached to. I'll call it because I don't think I can even. I said it, but I don't think I was supposed to. YouTube is really sensitive about the words that you can use, and I be forgetting, and then I get stuck because I'm trying to figure out what to say. It is such a mess. Okay, so he's like, "Look, I am 31 and I'm a grown man." They asked Bianca, "Well, do you want to drink? Since you here and he here, y'all could just do it together." I don't drink. I'm sober. And so she's like, "You know, this can mess up your parole." "Oh no, it's not. It's only just for today." Oh goodness. But why are you doing it? Because that's what men do. Child, these bad friends need to get up out of here. And they do. They hug it out. Bye, bruh. Good luck. They leave him with Bianca because she didn't got rid of the buzz. She's a Debbie Downer for real. Okay. So they're discussing their terrible communication. They going back and forth. But you don't talk to me. You don't tell me so. Well, you're too codependent of me. Blah 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 blah. Back and forth and back again. And so she was like trying to talk. You're not letting me talk. He said, because I don't want to hear what you have to say. Whoa. So Daniel explains to us that Bianca's codependency drives him crazy. All her eggs are in his basket and they're all cracked and on the ground. And so he's just like sick of being her end all be all. Like, go find some friends, get a job, go to school, get a hobby, find something else to do besides worrying the police and me. He don't want to be policed. And she's going to drive him back to prison. Isn't Daniel in jail now? Isn't he back in jail? I think Daniel is back in jail. Okay, so they walking outside to the car. He dropped his to-go plate. All kind of rice come out the plate. But baby, that plate made it to that car. I was like, oh, I guess he said, I'll leave the rice that hit the ground, but the other food that's in here is still good to go. He need his food because as soon as he get in the car, he telling her that she don't cook, she don't clean, she don't do nothing, and call her a bee. She was like, did you just call me a bee? Yes. Because Bianca, you need to own your own crap. And he was like, I just can't take this anymore. I'm jumping out of the car at the next light. And she's like, what is going on? Ciao, Bianca. I know. I moved here from Florida to be with him. And girl, you need to figure it out. Where is that friend that you left in Florida? Where is she at? Because she had a good head on her shoulders. Where is the guy friend that don't like Daniel? Where is he at? She probably ghosted both of them. Okay, let's head on to Portland. But first, let's stop in Sacramento. Courtney is for the streets. She is married to the game. Courtney is for the street, the road, the block, the boulevard, the drive, the court, the avenue, the circle, the drive. Courtney is for the streets, honey. So he calls Courtney to tell her that he went to see a divorce attorney. And Courtney is like, oh no, oh no, oh no. And he like, I need you to sign these papers. Okay, Alexa, play Usher papers. So she's mad about the ring. And it's always funny to watch two people have one conversation. Well, two people talk, and they're both having two different conversations. He's talking about you gonna sign these papers, and she's talking about that fake ring. Will don't care. He don't want to hear it. So she's like, well, what about this glass ring you bought me? You said it cost $10,000 and it's only worth $6. And he's like, what? I want out of this. You are horrible. You are not a wife. You messed up the interstate compact. I told you what I wanted. You didn't came through for me. You jeopardized our marriage. You got these sugar daddies. Who are you having sex with? Oh, y'all. See what I'm. Who are you bumping and grinding with? Will swears he paid 10 racks for that ring. Will, if you did, you got scammed. He said it came from a diamond wholesaler. He bought it online, and if it's fake, this is an easy insurance claim. I'm like, I don't know. Because, honey, what we do know about insurance companies, they in business to take money, not to pay out. I'm sure they have something written in the fine print that says that covers them in this instance. Okay. Because I mean that's pretty common for people to lie about things being, diamonds when they're not. It's very easy to sell that on the computer. And Will, why would you buy a ring online? We wasn't in the panorama. Why would you buy a $10,000 ring online? Something ain't right with you, Will. But we know that already. But you would why can't you just go to K Jewelers? I don't understand. Who spends that kind of money online? Whew. She hangs up on him. Click. He calls her a B. I said, Will, you curse? So, child, he done made it back to Portland because she's been ignoring his calls for 2 days. It looked like he done got the same rental car and the same hotel room. That must be y'all, Weed TV. So he tracks Courtney to the house she's staying in, the one that Mark hooked her up with. And I'm sitting here like, Mark, that house is beautiful. Did y'all see the house? It was nice. Lady friend got her head on straight. She got it going on. She's keeping that lawn up. Everything looks good. You don't want her, Mark? But see, Mark is probably like a little weirdo. He's not on her level, I don't think. So, yeah, no. So Mark then hooked this up. Courtney said she's going to pay this lady $600 a month. Otherwise, she would have been spending $750 somewhere else at the halfway house or something she was saying. I don't know. Or somewhere else. I don't know. So Will calls Courtney. She's not answering. So he pulls up on her. Beep, beep. She is so shocked that he found her. He's at the door hollering. Because he got his Jordans on, right? And every time Will put them J's on, he be straight, swag is up, and he don't be playing with Courtney. Every time he put his J's on. So, that water is good. So she's like, what is he doing here? So after ignoring him for 2 days, she goes outside. And he like, sign these papers. Sign the papers. How did you find me? He's like, sign these papers. So, honey, she rips the papers up. He like, I got more copies. And I'm like, well, you didn't pull them out. And he's like, you're not a wife, Courtney. You have a million sugar daddies. And I'm surprised he didn't ask her, like, and whose house is this? Like, I would have been asking, where is that? What's up with this? What's going on? What's going on? And so she don't, that's what I would have been saying because that house was beautiful. I would have been like, who house you living at? He didn't even ask. I guess he don't even care. And it probably proved to him that, yes, you have a sugar daddy because look where you're living at now. He probably think that's Mark's house. So he's ranting and raving. You're not a wife. You don't know how to communicate. And she's like, you didn't give us a chance, Will. I don't know how to be a wife. I'm not a good communicator. I never had to be. I've never been in a healthy relationship. It's going to take longer than this for me to get used to this new life. And I'm like, how long do you need, Courtney? How much time do you need to be a good wife? What do you need? 6 more years, another jail sentence? Like, Courtney, you're not doing right. You got out and went right back in, going through the cycle again. Like, bruh, bruh, and you still ain't been to work. Who the heck want to hire you? And your whole record is about GTA, Grand Theft Auto, and they want you working on cars. So you gonna fix the car to steal it? I'm gonna leave her alone. I'm gonna leave her alone. Okay, okay. Let's go on over here. Oh, child. Let's go to Iowa. Okay, let's go to Iowa. Knock this out real quick. They leave breakfast. They all the family, Keith's family got together. They had breakfast. The auntie going to go pick up the kids after school and babysit them. They got the house to themselves. And remember, Letitia was getting evicted the last time we saw her 2 seasons ago. Well, she found a nice house, honey. So they pull up. He's free. He loving life. He's smelling fresh air. But the phone is blowing up, child. So he brings up to her that some girl named Stephanie was hitting him up. Keith, sweetheart. Now I will accept you messing with Letitia, okay? Who is Stephanie? Yeah, I want to know. I'm just as mad as she is, boo. Cause what's up? I didn't say you could have another side piece. I'm your side piece. And my name is not Stephanie, but I can be. But I don't look like Sofia Vergara either. So she invited him to come to her house for a party. And then this Stephanie person sent him some pictures. So he responded properly. Oh, you got the wrong person. Da, 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 da. So she was like, well, who is this? She's trying to spark up a conversation. I don't know if he's being plotted on by one of Letitia's friends, and she put somebody up to it. Is one of his cousins or family members, know somebody, this an ex, a baby mama, somebody he was talking to while he was in the halfway house, regardless, online, at the halfway house, because remember, it was co-ed. So there's a lot of people who could be Stephanie. And then it could just be, it ain't no random. It's not random. So he's telling her, he responded properly. She's like, let me see the phone. Let me see the phone. He's like, I'm going to read it to you. She was like, I know how to read. Let me see the phone. And it's like, golly, girl, golly. Oh, Letitia, this man going to drive you nuts. And all while, she's jealous of the other women that's texting or talking to him. She don't want him talking to nobody, honey. He's so fine. She ain't going to be able to sleep good at night. All he could talk to is his stepmama, his aunties, his grandma, and his cousins. If he got some sisters, them too. Child, he ain't gonna be able to talk to nobody else, honey. Nobody. He better not get a job where the boss is a woman, because he ain't gonna be able to work there. She was like, your PO ain't even named Stephanie. So that's the only person he can talk to that's not family, is the PO. Child, she want to get home and get in the bed because she want to make some babies for him, because he's too fine not to. She's 38. He's about the same age. They need to get going. But she about to stress him out. But he said he like it. He proud that he brought this issue to her, and is watching her flip out, talking about her eyes change and she get all look like she. I'm like, that's not cute, Keith. When they get all like that, it's about to be some trouble. You sparking up some mess. You don't even know what you sparking up. But she don't want him to respond nice or nothing. She like, you didn't have to say nothing else. But he liked the way she looked when she get mad, because it probably makes him, ready for action. So, and he's attracted to it. So he got a little, little trait of ghetto, that ghetto love. All this drama makes for good love making. So of course they arguing, as they walk to the room, he slapped her on the butt. And it's going down. They go into the room. He sees the big old bed, kicks out production. But in his confessional, his phone is buzzing. He got it on vibrate, right? It's just a buzzing. He can't even talk. He like, oh, hold on. Production like, is that Stephanie? He like, that ain't none of your business. Ah. Okay, so let's head on over there to Buffalo and where that girl at? Syracuse. So Zaria and Troy. Troy is at his sister's house. He wakes up the next morning. He's very emotional from grieving his deceased brother. You know, they went to visit his gravesite. You know, he's full of guilt, hurt, anger, and resentment because he wasn't there when all this happened. Oh, wait, no, I think he wasn't there when his father passed. But the brother, I think the brother passed a long time ago, I want to say. But anyway, he wants to confront his past. You know, he want to wrap up and resolve these issues so he can have a brighter future with his wife. And I'm like, you go, Troy. He's very level-headed if you let him be, right? So he said now that he's in Buffalo, it's just not home to him. You know, him and Karen are just, the brother is always coming up missing. I guess he okay with his sister, but not that close or just not tripping with her because she cool, I guess. And then, you know, he got the friction with the baby mom. So he's like, this ain't home to me. I'm good because all my friends are deceased or they in jail. And then, you know, he was in jail when his dad passed away. And, you know, when he went to the dad's funeral, he was chained up. So his dad is gone and he wished he could talk to him one more time, but he's still processing all this. He's processing the fact that his dad is gone. He just saw his brother. He was supposed to get his dad's ashes and he ain't even went to do that yet because he doesn't want to face the reality that it's over. It's done. He's deceased. He ain't coming back. You'll never talk to him again. So his sister tells him, you know, well, this home, this is family. This is the family home, and you are home. This is home. So he said, okay, so when I come out here, this is where I'm coming. I'll come here. And so he just wants to see his daughter. That's it. And sister is saying, well, you know, be the bigger person. Call Yana. Had a conversation. Try to co-parent. Blah, 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 blah. He like, look, I'm not in the mood for that right now. Now is not the time. I'm grieving and I'm dealing with my grief and I don't want to add that extra aggravation to what I'm doing. I can't handle her right now. That girl is bitter and she gonna cause him to lose his mind and he don't want to be bothered and it should be understandable. He's dealing, it is clear that they don't share the same father because she wasn't saying anything like, yeah, Pops was a good man or anything like that. So my assumption. So she's telling him, well, you're being immature. No, he's not. He's telling you why he don't want to deal with her mess right now. All right, listen to the man. Why are y'all treating Troy like he a little boy? I think Troy is the oldest, right? Or is he just the oldest brother? I have an idea that isn't he the oldest? I think he's the oldest. But anyway, listen to Troy. Goodness gracious, forcing him to have this conversation with that crazy nutbag. You need to have a conversation. And so Zaria is at home and she, you know, telling us that she wants to be there for Troy like she was when he was in jail, when his father passed. You know, he ran to her. And now I'm like, baby girl, it's different now that he's free and he's out of jail. Things are different. You got to allow him to be the man that he is. You know, he still got you. You still could be there, but you got to give him the space. Just like Daniel, they need space. Let them get acclimated into the real world. Let them reconnect with family and resolve some issues and put, you know, put a cap on things so he can move forward with you. Let him have the space to do so. The baby mama don't like you. The issue is not about you guys. It's about baby Troy. And how long we gonna keep calling her that? Because she's 8. That's like baby Jason over there on Basketball Wives. So Zaria calls him and tells him, Troy, go with the flow. I like what she was saying to him. I just wish she would have brought her tone down just a little because he's on edge already. And she's telling him what to do in more of a motherly tone. And I think if you bring it down, it will be received better and it'll come out lovingly like a wife tone. Women and men and they and others, we need to learn tone with children and a tone with your lover, okay? Don't use that same parent voice with your man or your woman or don't do that. Have a loving tone when you talk to your boo, okay? So he is explaining his emotions, and I love that. And none of the women are listening to him. They still trying to get their point across. And he's trying not to mix his emotions and then end up flashing on Yana, right? So she's telling him, you need to man up, tell her what it is, give her the schedule, use this opportunity now that you're there and I'm not. Use this opportunity to talk to her since, she's not there. And maybe she can be more compassionate if she knew why you were in Buffalo, and get that co parenting relationship together so you don't have to go to court. She makes sense, but he needs time. So thank God they hang up and he tells her he loves her. I love that. I love that. And where are her parents? We're not going to see the sister and the parents this season. Like, where? I know they live at the lake, but how far away are they from her parents? I want to see the daddy and that beautiful mother of hers. So even her biological family, where are they at? They don't come to visit. Well, it is Christmas, so maybe we'll see him. So he tells his sister, "Well, you call Yana and see if Troy, little baby Troy, can come on over here. We can talk." So she's like, "Hey, girl, Troy want to know, can we come get Troy for a couple of days?" Well, I don't want her around that girl. Oh, girl, she not here. No, no, no. All right, click. Her sister said I hung up on her before we got into it. Because what are you saying no for? Zaria's not there. Why are you still saying no? Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all. Oh, I hate to be turning pages right in front of the microphone. Y'all probably could hear it and everything. Oh well. Okay. Who do y'all want to hear next? We gonna go to we going to Texas. But do y'all want to go to Lubbock or do you want to go to Waco? Baby, over in Waco, Brooke, Brooke, Lord, you need to learn how to fight. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's go. So Brooke meets up with Alex, and she just goes in on Alex as soon as she sees her. She's you looking like straight trash. That's all you was gonna dress up as. And Alex was like, what I need to dress up for? So Brooke, check game. Let me tell you something, baby. Honey, Alex was dressed in her fighting clothes. You didn't read the room, sweetheart. That should have brought you aback and humbled you a little bit. Alex was ready to fight. All she needed was Vaseline on her face. She had the ponytail in the bun, the t-shirt, the leggings, the slip and slide shoes, which she should have had on some tie-ups. Because if y'all didn't see, she came out of one of her shoes. I don't even want to say which foot, but she came up out of that shoe. Okay. So you want to talk to this woman and get information out of her since you can't talk to your own man, but you calling this girl ugly and fat. Like, Brooke, you ain't no supermodel, honey. I mean, you look cute. You got your cute little black sleek tank top on. You got you got a bra on, got your boobs up. That was nice. It's clear you're wearing garments. You're wearing undergarments. You're pulling all your fat in. You got your little ripped white jeans on, but you didn't have on no cute shoes. You had on surfer shoes. So were you prepared to fight? Look cute at the top, fight at the bottom? What was your idea? You had your little tracks in your hair because, honey, she pulled them out. But y'all wasn't on a date. This is not a date. That should have humbled you a little bit when you saw Alex was ready for action. Okay. Alex was like, what do you need from me? She getting to the point. She don't want to be here. So instead of approaching the situation to get the answers that she was gonna give you, you just talking crazy. She like, well, you need to leave my man alone. You told Bonnie you don't even get along with her, but you told Bonnie that you had a miscarriage. Alex was like, you know what? You know you can't trust nothing Bonnie say, and no one said I was effing your man. Well, how do you go from this talking about herself to that? Talking about Bonnie, not Bonnie, talking about Alex, because Alex is a little frumpy, just a tad bit. Alex came to fight, okay? Read the room. I already said that. Brooke, you're not reading the picnic table because they sitting at the outside of the picnic table. So, how you go from this to that? Brooke, you ain't no prize. You all right. You ain't no prize. So she admits to us that she's afraid that JK may have slept with Alex. This is, it's bothering her. So Brooke is like, why are you talking to him? And Alex said, because we cool. Brooke said, well, stay out of our business. Me and JK, we are together. That's my man, my man, my man, my man. And then she calls Alex ugly. Girl, wait a minute. Brooke, you have no room to call nobody ugly. And that is so childish to call someone else ugly. Like, girl. And what did Brooke say? I don't know about where y'all from, but where I'm from, if you talk beep, you get hit. Girl, shut up. Shut up. Because where Alex is from, you run up, you get done up. And that's exactly what Alex did. You was talking shh, and you got hit a couple of times. Alex for the win, boo. So Alex gets up with all her maturity, okay? And she says she is not dealing with this. Brooke follows her right behind on her bumpers, talking crap to her still. Oh, I thought you had a miscarriage. Whose baby is it? Because you're running around. Why you running away? You know you out there effing the world. Effing the world? Alex, you could have just windmilled her right there. She's right behind you. You could have windmilled that broad. But I get it. You're trying to be the bigger person. You are the bigger person. Why are you being a scary bee now? You got balls to F my dude. What? Calls her another bee, demands her to tell her if she's effing JK. Are you effing him? Are you effing him? Alex says, go, get out my face. But Brooke is all in her face and she hits her. But I think what I saw was Alex was pushing her back because Alex is like in front of her now. She was behind her and now she's getting in her face. I think Alex pushed her away and then Brooke hit her in her face. And then Alex hits Brooke all upside her head, laid her out on the ground, honey. Tracks flying all over the place. Honey, Alex came about her shoe. Okay? So round two, Brooke slaps Alex, ooh, in her face. And Alex went in on Brooke. So that's where Alex won. Brooke's hair pieces coming out the mouth. Security breaks them up. Brooke's still coming for her. Alex is trying to make it to her car, and she says, I'm not talking to her. Alex makes it to the car. She says, I'm not talking. She's talking to us in production. She's like, I'm not talking to Brooke because Brooke is a child. If she can't be a grown woman to sit down and talk, I would have tell her what she wanted to know. But no, she got to figure things out on her own. She thinks she big, bad, and bold, and does she know I will drag her? And I'm like, I believe you. You didn't gave her a sample, a couple of samples. You dressed for the occasion. Next time when you in a fight, y'all gotta wear shoelace shoes. Tie up your shoes. All the most slip and slide turfs and surfs and vans. You know, no. Alex get in her car, locks the door. This bee is scary. Locking your door. Why would she want you to come in there and attack her in her car where she can get hurt from the steering wheel and the shift stick thing that that sits in the middle of the console? Ain't nobody got time to be getting injured behind you getting me, because that's not even a fair fight if you catch me while I'm in my car. And what's up with Alex SUV? It looked just like her old raggedy house. Brooke got a raggedy car. Brooke's truck looked like it's salvaged. No, it's salvaged. Yeah, and this girl got all these scratches on her car. Child. Oh, she called her a nasty A trash B. I was like, ooh, now I would have ran Brooke over in my car. I would have started my car up and ran her over. I got your trash, boo. So Brooke is talking crazy. Da 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 da. So she calls JK. No, she tells her, go on and call JK now, B. Go on, call JK, B. Like Brooke is asking for it. Okay. So Brooke says she's breaking up with him if she finds out they are doing it. Alex says, JK has a heart of gold and he struggles every day. And if she doesn't see that, they won't make it. Production asked Alex, did they do it? She said, yep. Miscarriage? Yes. Whew, Brooke, Alex, you need to count your blessings, honey. Brooke calls JK. He don't seem interested. Talking to her. Yeah, I met up with your B. I slapped her up because she won't say nothing. Y'all did good by trying to keep y'all secrets to, on a hush. Don't nobody want to tell me nothing. And it's like, no, Brooke, you should have went to JK first. So then she finally does what she was supposed to have done in the first place. She asked JK, did she miscarry your baby? So we'll get the answer next week. Ooh. So let's go on over to the other side of Texas. Kiana, Demadrick, and Joella. Kiana's at home on the phone with her boss from the hair shop. She's looking for a lawyer because someone contacted her telling her that she may have a case against her. I'm like, who is someone? Because are you sure that was for real? Was it a court? Was it an attorney? Was it a paralegal, an assistant? Like, are you certain? Because Joella, is that her name? Joella? Joella ain't got no money for that. She barely making it. Did you see that car? And you know the car because you tow it up, making it worse. That woman ain't finna do nothing. What she? Because I think if you just go through the courts will send you a letter. That girl is playing games. This sounded very random. Demadrick tells her he wants to just pay Joella for the tires of $600 or something dollars so she can drop the case. And Kiana was like, well, I don't want to go to jail. And he like, I don't either, but I don't want you to pay for the tires. And he like, well, what do you suggest? Oh, I didn't do it. Well, okay. And Kiana looks very guilty. And Kiana's like, but did you do it? And Kiana feels like Joella slashed her own tires. Oh, goodness. And, just from watching Orange County with the lie detector test, I was watching Kiana and Demadrick. They both lying. But she's lying about the tires. He lying about messing with Joella. Because I was watching the body language, So it is finally their son's birthday party. We've been waiting, child. Joella hopes that Kiana doesn't come to the party. Kiana is at home. She is fine. Her decision is her kids are not going. She's at home, but she's making cupcakes for the party for Demadra to take for the baby. That was nice, but she like, I don't play about my kids and I'm not going without them because too much can happen, especially in this condition, right? And she was like, the kids can play some other day. They can come over after this party, whatever, but they ain't going. Uh-uh. Because this situation ain't it. And I'm glad Kiana is like standing 10 toes down for her children. And it's like, yeah, the boy wants her son because they're close in age. Because I think this Demadrick's son just turned 6 and Kiana's son is 7. So I get it, but it's just not yet. These mamas got to get you. Demadrick got to get it together. And it's like, dude, get a different side piece. You can't have a side piece with your baby mama. It's too many emotions. It's just you're gonna get busted. Why would you even want to? Like you seem to be smart, but you're stupid, Demontric. Like you can't keep fooling with Joella. Golly, you can't do it. Why are you trying to do it? So they get in the car. She drops the Modric off at the place where the party gonna be. It looked like it's a cool little spot. Joella's there. She's paying for some activities. I don't remember, child. Maybe some. I think they was golfing and maybe some arcades, whatever. There's no guests there, just the grandparents, Demadric and her kids. Uh, where is his sister? Where the people at? Huh? Nobody? Nothing? Okay. So Kiana drops them off and she leaves, but she forgets she got the cupcakes still with her. They forgot to give Demadric the cupcakes. So she calls him. He like, what's up? So Joella listening. So all of a sudden she want to go out to the parking lot to get her jacket. He like, no, I'll get it for you. She like, no, I'll get it myself. I'll do it. Joella is fighting for power because she don't like the fact that he's doing what Kiana wants him to do. She don't like that. She don't like that at all. Honey, he been hitting that thing good because she is good and mad now. She wants vengeance. She won't get back. She is bitter. Oh my God. She trying to go outside because she want to see Kiana. She want to, smirk at her, make her mad because she's mad. She mad that Kiana got the upper hand on things. And she probably thinks she cute with this little ugly platinum 27 piece on her head. There you can see the back of her head is, you can see the black hair in the back of the wig, and it's so frizzy. But her makeup was cute, and she should try wearing contacts sometimes. She always putting on glasses with a little skinny self with that little outfit, got her stomach out. She want to go out there and floss in her little outfit. It was okay, but she's not a dresser. So Joella asked Demadric, like, where the kids? And he like, oh no, they with they he was like, they with their mama. She like, oh, well, I guess my kid's not going to her kid's birthday party. Okay, Joella, that's fine. Who cares? So what? Suck it up, Buttercup. We're focused on your kids and this party. Ain't nobody at. Where the people at? So they're arguing because tension is high, and she just hates that her baby daddy is over there listening to his girlfriend doing what his girlfriend wants to do. So she calls him Queen Elizabeth and King Tut. I'm not letting y'all run me and command me and tell me what to do. Queen Elizabeth and King Tut. He was like, okay, um, why let her come? I mean, I don't see why she should be here. Why let her come when we still doing it? What? Scratch the record, y'all. Wait, what happened now, Joella? What? What? What happened? What happened? So Joella said, and you're the problem. You're the problem too, Joella. Close your legs to baby daddies that got girlfriends. And so Demadric asked, are you mad? She was like, yeah. And so he was shocked that she said that on camera. He was speechless. He rubbing his little beard. And so he gonna say these HOs will scream anything. He was like, I'm out. I'm gone. He was looking like I didn't told you not to say that. We agreed that you wouldn't say that. Child, that woman is mad. And Demadric, this is why you shouldn't be messing with baby mamas. You ought to know better. How you like you just don't care. You just doing stuff because it's easy. You just doing stuff because it's easy. So he talking about she will. So he gonna tell us she just blurting out anything like she got Tourette's. No, she not. She didn't told all your business. She's spraying you. So Pops is like, "What's up, son?" Like he was like, baby mama still like you. She looking at you like a delicious chocolate cake. I said, not a delicious chocolate cake, child. He like baby mama and her feelings. And so Pops is like, yeah, because you throwing that sugar around, ain't you? And he won't really say nothing, but you throwing that sugar around. He said, bro, you can't be doing that. And I was answering for DeMondre. Yes, Pops. Yes, he is throwing that sugar around. Uh-huh. So production asks DeMondre, y'all doing it? What y'all you doing it to Joella? Mm-hmm. He said, none, not no, not no, not over. It's been like a month since I got back with Kiana. He gonna throw that on there. Boy, if you don't shut up, y'all broke up for 3.5 hours. Shut up. So Pops is telling him, it's hard, but let's keep it together, bruh. You got to get it together so we can enjoy, both of them. We can enjoy Kiana and Joella. We don't have to have all this separation. You got to, bring them together. You got to co-parent correctly. So production asked Kiana, did she tear up Joella's car? And she said, no. I think Joella tore up her own car. So back at the party, um, Demadra gives Joella an envelope with the money for her tires. Honey, she snatched that envelope, honey. And so she starts spraying all their business. You gonna stop with these late night visits? And she all in his face because she really just wants him to tell her he love her. He want to be with her. She wants him to put his tongue down her throat like she is that's the look of desperation, besties. When you just gotta argue, that's all you got is to argue with this man. That's the only communicating you can do at this moment. You all up in his face. You want him to see you. You got your makeup on. You did your hair. You got this outfit on. This little matching two-piece. You got your stomach out. You look good in it, and you just got his kids and you're trying to do this party and you're trying to be the best mom and you just want him to see you. And it's just something about you he don't want to commit to. He only running up in it because you allowing him to. Y'all got 2 kids. And it seemed like you okay with just being that. And Joella, you got to do better. You're 30 years old. You need to work on your things. Look at your life. Look at her life. Look at your life. We know Kiana has 2 jobs. She got a fairly decent little house, got a newer car. She has 2 kids. You have 3. But you barely hanging in there, Joella, doing it the ghetto way, and you need to grow up. You need to stop. I'm glad you're in school, you're focusing on a career, and you want to be able to take care of your kids, but you have got to cut. He ain't even all that. But I don't know, but where you get the $600 from? Bestie, that's what I want to know. If I could be real about it. Where did the money come from, bruh? Where did the money come from, bruh? So the late night is this, that. So he was like, give me my money back. You ain't talking about. She like, nope, I ain't getting rid of. Nope, I'm not closing the case. I'm not. Nope. She like, give me that money back. You ain't ready, cause she's not dropping no charges. She wants Kiana to deal with the consequences, which is going to put Demadric in jeopardy of where he's living. He may go back to jail. And in Joella's mind, she thinks Demadrick knows that Kiana did that. He just won't admit it to her. And she tells him, you need to handle her. And I'm like, but at the same time, Joella, you need to unhandle him. You don't want to live in raggedy. You doing this raggedy BITCHSHIT stuff. Oh, you know I want to say it. You living this raggedy life. And you mad because you're living this raggedy life. Like you waiting on Demadrick to pick you. He has not chose you yet again. You need to put your baby hair on your eyebrow like Kiana. Yes, that's how you get a man. Take that 27,613 piece off, honey. Honey, how your weave is, how is the weave frizzy? It ain't even real hair. But that was the end of the episode. Like I said, let me make sure I got everybody. I did. It was good. It was a 10. It was a 10. It was a 10. Besties, drop down in the comments and let me know what you thought about this week's episode. Like the video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. And make sure your notification bell is on. Excuse me. I need some water. And we'll catch you on the next recap. It'll be Love and Marriage Huntsville tonight. Bye, besties.